I really don't remember how or when I ran across Mini Golf Massacre on YouTube, but somewhere along the way in my quest to find some more obscure and downright unknown shot-on-video horror movies led me to this piece. I still know next to nothing about this one, and I really don't care to look anything up about it, because I don't want to ruin the fun and the mystique about Mini Golf Massacre. I want to keep what little integrity that this do-it-yourself film holds on to, because as a regular viewer, the majority of people would just scoff and pass this one up because they would just see it as a waste of time. And yeah, if you take out the credits at the beginning and the end, I would say that the total runtime is probably 27 to 28 minutes. So a shot on video short this is. I love short films most of the time because they are quick in and out affairs that won't take up too much of your time if you're in the mood to just splash through something really quick without being too invested in it. This was my second viewing of Mini Golf Massacre, and I have to say that I think I was actually into it more this time than the first time, and I would attest that to the fact that I already knew what was coming. I already knew that Mr. Putz was some fat guy that owned a local mini golf course. I knew he would yell at his nephew Rex about touching his chainsaw. I knew that Mr. Putz tells the girls that work for him that he's going on vacation, even though that never actually happens. And I already knew that LeRoy was going to lose his job working there because Mr. Putz once again is a fat bastard, and his excuse to LeRoy is that the economy is bad at the moment and he doesn't have it in the budget to pay him anymore. LeRoy loses it, screams at one of the girls about how he's worked there for 3 years and he loves that place and doesn't want to work anywhere else. After that stupidity, he ends up in the bar that's not too far from the Putz mini golf course and goes through this whole stupid thing with the bartender about ordering some milk and vodka, which is a white Russian when mixed together. But as far as I can tell, he wants them to drink separately. Why? I don't know why, but he shows the bartender some random VHS tape that he has in his pocket for some reason as his form of ID. And then he proceeds to slam so much vodka back to back that there is this really shitty ripple effect that appears on screen to signify to me as the viewer that he's fucking wasted at this point. LeRoy and his newfound friend leave the bar and sit on some massive bench outside that looks like it's about to buckle and snap from under the weight of both of them. And this is where LeRoy proclaims to the world that he's just gonna kill everyone at the mini golf course. Mr. Putz's blubbery ass orders a burger from the bar that LeRoy was just at. He shows up to pick it up, and he's inside flapping his gums for a minute with the bartender. We get a POV shot of LeRoy stealing the Chucklehead mask from the backseat of Mr. Putz's car. He then drives away with the passenger side door open. I mean, you really couldn't close that shit before you started driving? I guess he really is a putz. Anyway, Mini Golf Massacre turned me into a putz, and here's the proof. There's a random scene where the guy that makes the food for the place is washing his hands, and he keeps saying, "I'm a chef, I'm a chef, I'm a chef," over and over again. And realistically, before the killing got started, that's how I felt, except in my mind it was, "I'm a putz, I'm a putz, I'm a putz."
I'm a chef, I'm a chef, I'm a chef, I'm a chef, I'm a chef. 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 Chef.
Mumbo, you can go home now.
Yo! I'm a chef.
I do have to say one thing for Mini Golf Massacre. This flick contains one of the funniest, most out-of-nowhere kills of all time. And if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's the batting cage scene. Donald, that works at the Putz mini golf course, goes into the batting cage to turn off the ball machine that's running while no one is in there using it. Except LeRoy is in there waiting for him with a baseball bat. He smacks him with it, and then all of a sudden he's tied to a chair, and LeRoy puts a baseball helmet over his face for safety purposes, I guess, as he turns the machine back on, and guess what happens? Donald isn't Donald anymore. He's clearly some kind of posable mannequin or something to that degree that gets pummeled by the baseballs to the point of the helmet flying off and everything. and then it cuts to Donald having a face full of blood and LeRoy reveling in it. It all leads to LeRoy attacking the two main girls that work there out in the open in the middle of one of the holes out in the golf course. He beats up Betty with one of the putters, but Catherine ends up killing his ass with the chainsaw that Rex wasn't supposed to touch at the beginning of this thing 20 minutes prior. And that's really it. Mini Golf Course Massacre is over. Betty and Catherine walk away together with the Chucklehead mask getting wet via one of the waterfalls in the back scenery. And we never see or hear from LeRoy or that fat Mr. Putz ever again. So that's it. That's my hole-in-one for Mini Golf Massacre. I'm the Cinema Slayer. Goodbye.